All right, guys, back with more intel. All right, so today we're going to be talking about why competing with people is dangerous and a hazard to you. All right, so when you feel like you need to compete with people in general, all right, now the market or society will say, "Oh, we're all competing to be the best. We're all competing to be the top guy or the top girl." That has a sense of truth to it, but the real deal is that when you compete, what you're doing is, if you're not competing with yourself, because that's my competition, that's who I see, or that's what I think I should be competing to do, all right? Myself from my past self, which is my present self. My present self needs to be better than my past self, all right? Or become better, which is growth, which is elevation, which is, you know, succeeding, all right, in whatever area. When you compete with people, what you doing psychologically, mentally, and physically is saying what you doing is not enough. What you're thinking is not good enough. Because when you look at somebody else and you feel the knack to compete, you see what they're doing as either equal or better than what you're doing. All right. And then you start losing focus on what you need to be doing. All right. And you start focusing more on meeting the requirements or meeting the standard of someone else's output. All right. See, your output is what's going to make you grow. You know what I'm saying? Other people's output don't help you grow. That's the whole point of not competing or not trying to compare yourself to other people. All right. And in my old shorts, I have another topic, another reason why you don't compete with people and you don't be in a competitive state with other people. You only compete with yourself to become better, to grow, to make the step. When you compete with other people, they are setting a standard, all right, that they are trying to meet, but they may not have set it to, compete with other people. They just set a standard that they need to meet, and they exercise, the skills and the abilities to achieve those things. You also become a slight hater if you competing with somebody else, because and it's a headache too, because you got to think about it. You trying to meet the requirement of somebody else's, standard or somebody else's goals. And that don't make sense to me.